Okay, Jai Hind, my dear students. Today I will be discussing about the examination tips for the subjects mathematics. As you can see here, the mathematics for class 10th, where the student, those who have opted the standard mathematics, their code will be 041, and the student, those who have opted the mathematics for the basic one, their code will be 241. Okay, so here today we will be discussing about different things which you all have to follow during the examination, especially the maths paper, right? So as you can see, the next we have here that is marking scheme, right? See here part A, where you have section 1. In section 1, 16 very short type questions of 1 marks each will be there, right? So this is the question where you are not going to write down the direct answer, because certain steps you have to also do. So just be careful that you have to manage something, like when you are not going to lose your time also while solving this 16 very short type answer. This is not multiple choice, remember. Then after 16 the very short type questions, you have section 2, that is 4 questions on case study. This is the very first time you people are going to attempt in the subject mathematics. The case studies you must have attempted in different subjects, but first time CBSE has introduced case studies based on mathematics, where 4 questions will be there: question number 17, question number 18, question number 19, and question number 20. Remember, all these case studies questions will be multiple choice questions, right? Where 5 questions will be asked out of 4 you have to attempt, right? So there will be one choice in this 4 case studies question. Each case study question will have 5 questions, but you all have to attempt only 4. Remember, the very first 4 will be corrected. So don't feel like that we are going to solve all 5. In case any one of the question is wrong, then the last one will be taken as consideration. Nothing like that. Only 4 you have to attempt, so that you can save your time. So these are all 1 marks question, but multiple choice. There are 16 questions, means 16 marks you can get here in this section number 2, that is case studies question, right? This is first time it has been introduced. Then we have part B, that is section 3rd, or the next section. There will be 2 marks questions and 6 questions of 2 marks each, right? So here also you have to see that you are going to follow this, that the questions, each question will be of 2 marks. Then we have section 4. There will be 7 questions of 3 marks each, and section 5, that is 3 questions of 5 marks. This is also first time, because before this we did not have, in mathematics you did not have 5 marks question, right? Earlier you used to have 4 marks, 3 marks, 2 marks, either multiple choice or 1 marks or the very short type question. But this time 2 things have been changed. That is, one, they have introduced, or they are going to introduce, say for, that is a case studies question. There will be 4 case studies question. Each case study question will be 4, means 5 questions, but out of 5 you have to solve 4. And then here also 2 marks question, that 6 questions will be there. And in section number 4 you have 7 questions, that is 3 marks question. And at last you have the last section, that is 3 questions each of 5 marks. This is also introduced first time, because earlier you did not have 5 marks question directly, right? So after this, okay, here you see why it is written keep calm and sleep well. It means, like, whenever the people, the student, they have a habit, the moment they get the question paper, they start feeling something like it's very tough or very nervous. So very keep and calm, because my dear students, you all have attempted almost 2 pre-board papers, and many of the students, they have attempted 3rd pre-board also. It means you have got lot of idea just how this paper will be. And these all pre-board 1, pre-board 2 and pre-board 3rd question paper, they were all based on, that is based on, CBSE pattern, the new pattern which has already been introduced. This time it's going to be introduced, that is on. So very keep calm while going to solve the paper. Don't be nervous, because you know that the moment you will see the paper questions and everything will be very familiar to each all, right? So do not have to very nervous while you are going to solve the paper and when you are going to get the paper. Next we have here reading time. So reading time in the sense I am going to explain things only, because not slot by slot. The reading time, you know that first of all, the moment you get or receive the question paper, you just have to check what? Number one, check the number of pages. Right after getting the question paper, you have to check the number of pages are all same, or some pages are left over there, or some pages are torn even. If it is so, that immediately you people are going to complain, not complain, but you are going to inform the invigilators in the room that your question paper is not in a proper way, like either some pages are left or some pages are torn. And then read the question paper carefully, right? Why carefully? Because mark when you are going to read out the question paper, so simply you are going to have a pencil with you. With that pencil, the moment you are going to read out the question paper, you are going to tick the question. In the case when you feel like that question is very comfortable, you can solve it very easy, and that question is familiar, so you will tick mark against that question, which question you feel like you are going to solve, right? And if you feel after reading a question, if you feel like this question is a bit tough or like you are not getting immediately, so that time you are going to put a question marks against that question, so that while solving the paper you will come to know that this question has a question marks, means there is some problems we are not going to touch, because in that case you are definitely going to waste your time. The main focus, you are not going to waste your time, you have to manage your time. So avoid writing anything on the question paper. Remember that you do not have to write anything on the question paper. It has been observed that many times the many students, what they do, they feel like when they are going to read out the question paper, 1 marks question of the multiple choice types question, they just simply tick on the question paper, right? So that they will get an idea while they are going to write down in the copy. Do not have to tick, mark or write anything on the question paper. Otherwise your paper will be cancelled also. So do not have to write anything on the question paper, right? Then next we have, you see, that is part A is section 1 and 2, that is 60 minutes you have to give. This is called time management. Just you should have watch, and remember that you are not going to carry any electronic watch. Simple watch you can carry, do not have to carry a digital watch, otherwise that watch will be taken away from you, because you are not allowed to carry the digital watch. That is why you just have to carry a simple watch, and that watch should be placed in front of you there on the table. That will be better to watch, that you have to spend how much time on which section. So 60 minutes you have to spend in section 1 and 2, where you have 16 question of very short type question, and 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. There are 4, 4 questions are 4, 4, 4. There are 16 questions of case study based. So almost 16 plus 16, 32 questions are there, which you have to complete within 60 minutes. And then you have part B, that is section 3rd. Section 3rd is actually that you know that section 3rd is 30 minutes you have to spend. And what is that section 3rd? Section 3rd is of 2 marks question. There are 6 questions. Those 6 questions you will have to solve within 30 minutes, right? And then you have another, that is section 4 and 5th. You have to spend 60 minutes over there, right? If you accordingly, if you divide your question paper, that the time has been already managed over here, that 60 minutes for section 1 and 2, that is 30 minutes for section B, part B, that is section 3, and section 4th and 5th you have to spend 60 minutes, because in section 4 and 5th you have 3 marks question and you have 5 marks question. And after that, after doing all these things, you know that you will have 30 minutes for revision also. So you can utilize those 30 minutes. Even if you don't have 30 minutes left, you can at least save 15 to 20 minutes, right? Just to revise things if you have left over. Then we have next. Here you see how you have to solve the question, how it looks like the question has been solved here, right? The figure has been drawn here, and this is the portion where you have to draw the margin. Remember, my dear students, many of the students, they have a habit to do the rough work at the back of the page. Avoid doing that. There are cases like when you just turn the page to see once again the calculation, but sometimes same calculations are placed over there, and by hurry you just see the wrong calculation you place over here. So better and very better that you just draw a margin on every page on the right hand side for the rough work. And you see how neat and clean it has been done over here. Figure has been drawn. Remember that certain questions will be there where you have to just find the value of things. So where you have to find the value in that types of figure, you no need to draw the figure unless and until it is actually a theorem, it is actually the figure which needs some names. Why I am talking about some names, like you will see here, you can see triangle ABD. If you have to write in place of, if you would like to write angle 1 here, so in place of angle ABD, if you write angle 1, and in place of angle ACD, if you don't want to write angle ACD and you are going to write angle 2, in that case you have to draw the figure to mention which is angle 1, which is angle 2, and so on. So as you can see here, after solving each questions, this is the advice to everyone, at least leave 2 to 3 lines between two questions, so that any questions should not be missed out by the examiner while they are going for the correction. So you have to do very neat and clean, right? Leave lines, even spaces over there after one question, at least leave 2 to 3 lines, so that you can start the next question. And while you are doing so, remember that examiners are not going to miss out the time. It's okay. Let's see what is we have the last. We'll say good luck to everyone for these exams, right? One thing which you have to very carefully note down, that each and every time you people are, the moment you solve the question, that question will be ticked out with pencil that you have solved it. Otherwise, many times what happens, that you have time left like 30 minutes or so on, 40 minutes or sometimes 25 minutes, and since you have not ticked mark, you feel like these sums you have already solved, and at last when you check the paper, you find that later on it is found that you have missed out certain sums because you have not ticked mark. So good luck to everyone, that you are going to attend this question paper very, calmly, right? Do not have to be very hesitate. Don't be panic, because you have already attempted, my dear students, at least three good papers, and those who have not attempted, even schools, they have provided you to sending this question paper to you all in your WhatsApp group. So thank you very much, all of you. All the best.